Hello everyone, I am Robin Warner. I am the managing editor of Auto Week, and I am about to drive the 2020 Audi S6. And this is my third drive review video, so obviously I figured everything out by now, and this one will be perfect. Once again, this is the 2020 Audi S6. It is a mid-size sedan that seats 5 and comes in 2 trims, Premium Plus and Prestige. This Premium Plus trim is the lower of the 2 trims offered, which means it goes without HD matrix headlights, power open/closed trunk, and heads-up display. I should point out, however, that this is powertrain-wise the top Audi A6 you can get, because there is no RS at the moment unless you wait for the 2021 RS6 Avant, which is the wagon. And it's above the 2-liter and 3-liter equipped Audi A6s that are offered. And in those cars, Premium Plus is the mid-size level trim. Premium is base. So in every other regard, this would be mid-level trim, then Prestige is the highest. This particular S6 has the $2,250 drive assistance package, which adds adaptive cruise control, traffic sign recognition, active lane assist, intersection assist, and a whole bunch of other similar bits. The $1,750 black optics package, which adds 21-inch wheels, performance tires, and high-gloss black exterior trim pieces. And the $500 Audi Presense rear, which is attached to the drive assistance package and closes the sunroof and pre-tenses the seat belts if the car senses a pending rear-end collision, like an unavoidable one. Though, let me say that this particular S6 that I am in right now does not have 21-inch wheels with performance summer tires on it right now. It has 19-inch wheels and snow tires. March in Michigan, what can I say? The S6 starts at $74,895, and this particular model cost $79,990. Its main competitors are the BMW M550i xDrive sedan and the Mercedes-Benz AMG E53 sedan. The A6 is powered by a twin turbocharged 2.9-liter V6 producing as much as 444 horsepower and 443 pound-feet of torque. That power goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission and on to all 4 wheels. Yes, this is Quattro. It is 195 inches long, 74.3 inches wide, 56.9 inches tall, and weighs 4,486 pounds. This combination is good for 18 miles per gallon in the city, 28 on the highway, and 22 combined, this according to the EPA. Perhaps more important, Audi claims that the S6 can reach 60 miles an hour from rest in just 4.4 seconds, and if you keep your foot in it, will eventually hit 155 miles an hour. And that's almost certainly a governed top speed. And we are 3 for 3 here because I think it's a great car. So let's go for a drive. This Audi S6 is such a great car because it's such an excellent all-arounder. It's a performance sedan, it's got a lot of power, yet it's got a fantastic ride, really comfortable interior, supportive seats, and just pretty much everything you want in a car. It's the type of thing that checks so many boxes. You can use it for a lot of utilitarian things. It's got a big trunk, it's got a lot of space for the front passengers and the rear. It will comfortably seat 5 people. And yet it still has a lot of performance. I mean, 21-inch wheels with summer performance rubber. You have adaptive shocks that will, really give you definite differences in the different drive modes. You have 4 different drive modes to choose from. You have auto, which kind of lets the computers do all the decision making for you. You have comfort, you have sport, dynamic, and then also individual, so you can cater the car to all these different settings. And it's also got a lot of luxury appointments. I mean, obviously, it almost goes without saying these days, if you're in something German, you have heated seats, you have nice interior, you have lots of screens to look at. In fact, I'm looking at 3 right now. I have an upper center console screen, a lower center console screen, and then what Audi calls its virtual cockpit, which is another screen that shows you gauges and stuff like that. And even more than that, I have the option right here on the steering wheel. I have two different views to choose from with the Audi virtual cockpit. I have the one that I'm choosing right now, which is kind of standard, and then I have this new different one that's kind of just everything comes out horizontally, and it shows, instead of gauge, like, it gives you these horizontal bars to look at for engine RPM and vehicle speed, and then, you know, what I'm looking at right now, coolant temperature, fuel economy, those types of things. So this car is awash with choices and things like that. But I mean, that's not why you get a car like this. You get a car like this for the performance, and you get a lot of performance here. Lots of fours. 444 horsepower, 443 pound-feet of torque. Ironically enough, it's exclusively through an 8-speed automatic transmission, but I mean, it's a crisp shifting, fast acting automatic transmission. So I can hit the gas and I get something right away. And this is in comfort mode that I'm in right now, I should point out, when I did that shift. So I can just as easily go to the drive select, which is right down here. I can click and let's see, now what I am in auto now. Now I'm in dynamic, so let's give it a shot now that I'm in dynamic mode. Just cruising along, hit the gas. Nice and quick, and wow, I mean, that's really good pull. And even though I'm on winter tires, obviously ultimate grip is low right now, but the competence of the feel of the car is quite high. So the last review I did was Porsche 911. It's not that high, but really, I mean, for a sedan, for a car of this size, of this weight, everything feels really buttoned down, really solid, and I think that sums up the car really nicely. It's got this real stately, understated beauty to it, you know, clean, defined lines. It looks sharp and smart and really attractive, but it's not overwrought. It's not saying, hey, over here, look at me. You know, it's just kind of subtle in its appearance, and I really like that. It's kind of like a sleeper in that sense. And I really love the fact that you can have those understated looks but still have as much performance as possible. And when we're talking about performance, I mean, 4.4 seconds to reach 60 miles an hour in a 4,500 pound sedan, essentially, that's not a lot of seconds. So we're just gonna really quick come to a stop here and just was that 4.4 seconds? That, I'm just asking, I don't know. I never went above the speed limit because I never do. It's a really fantastic car. I'm enjoying every aspect of the drive of it, almost every aspect of the drive of it. There are a couple things that nag me about it that keep it from being really, really good in every sense. For some odd reason, the build quality of this car is fantastic. Everything, the gaps are really small, everything feels tight, everything has a really solid, satisfying ka-thunk when you close the doors, when you close the trunk, when you close the hood even. But for some reason, the doors are just heavy enough that whenever I close them, the normal weight I put it doesn't close the doors enough. So I always have to reopen and reclose the doors. That's a little bit of a nuisance. Also, this car has that driver assistance package, which offers the adaptive cruise control and all these other things. Well, two of those things are intersection assistance and turn assistance. And that sounds lovely by name only, but what that means is if you're in cruise control, the car will automatically slow down for turns and automatically slow down for upcoming intersections if you're not on the interstate. And of course, it has traffic jam assist and all those type of things as well. And the car slows down way too much for those circumstances. So I'm going around what is, you know, you're cruising at, let's just say 75 miles an hour, and you're going up to a bend that you could easily maintain 75 miles an hour, and the car will slow down to 70 or even 65 miles an hour because whatever, you're going more than 1/10 of a G lateral acceleration or something. I don't need that. I don't want that. And if I'm the person behind me that doesn't have that feature and isn't slowing down, because why would you slow down? That's really irritating. And I have to be honest, I didn't dig into the details of what it would take to turn it off, but it wasn't an intuitive, easy thing to turn off. It is possible that you can. So I'm gonna leave that open, and I do apologize for not being more thorough in that way. Same thing for the intersection assist. If you're on like a back road 2-lane and then you come up to a stop sign, it starts slowing you down way, way early and gives you this real eventual stop. And if you have traffic behind you, that would be irritating. So I hope that makes sense. But overall, that doesn't take away from just how satisfying this car is, how good it sounds. You know, it's a nice thrum coming from the V6. I'm in dynamic mode. The body control is really well behaved. Car isn't leaning over, and yet the ride isn't punishing. You know, you might be able to hear some of the road ka-thunks coming on underneath me, but it's certainly not harsh or punishing. I'm not feeling any jarring emotions here. So yeah, this car, really, really good. God, love that engine. Great powertrain overall. Of course, quattro, grip for days when it comes to acceleration. You don't have to worry about spinning up the rears or the fronts. And one thing that's really cool about this engine, it's the 2.9 liter V6 twin turbocharged, and it's got this mild hybrid system, this 48 volt system. And one of the things that 48 volt system does is power an electric power compressor, which is a compressor with an electric motor that spins up to 70,000 RPM, and that kind of assists the real exhaust-driven turbochargers from kicking in. So it like gives like a pre-boost that can obviously spin up a lot faster than the exhaust-driven turbochargers can. So that really reduces lag down to a minimal amount. And it's to the point where it's getting pretty hard to discern turbo lag. You know, you're waiting for transmission shifts as much as anything, and you're not waiting for those very long. Right now, I currently own a 2013 Audi A6 with the supercharged 3-liter V6. And when it's time to replace that one, this S6, a used one of these, has just crept way high on the list. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see how things progress from there. But yeah, this is a really good car. Offers a lot. So there you have it, the 2020 Audi S6. To learn more about cars, car culture, and motorsports, please go to autoweek.com. I'm Robin Warner. Thank you for watching.